The verse we'll chant today is Shadananam Kumkuma Raktavanam. I always take refuge in the guna of six faces, Subramanya, who is deep red, who is a deep red color like kumkuma, who possesses great knowledge, who rides a divine peacock, who is the son of Rudra, Shiva, and who is the leader of the army of the gods and the angels who destroy evil. Which means, now we have the translation of the translation. I always take refuge in the guha of six faces Subramanya. So guha means form. So it's I take refuge in the sacred form of Subramanya, who has six faces. I haven't got a picture of Subramanya on the altar, but Subramanya is called by other names like Kartikeya, etc. He is a brother of Ganesha, and they are the children of Lord Shiva and Parvati. So Parvati and Lord Shiva had these children, and Subramanya was one of them. And Subramanya is a guha of six faces. So often when you see pictures of Subramanya, you see he has six faces and sometimes 12 arms. So this is so that he can be really efficient in slaying the demons and the evil in the world and the lower nature of the individual aspirant, who is a deep red color like kumkuma. So kumkum is the red paste that is, well, it's a red powder which is used to make the paste that you place the tikka on your third eye with, which you see people in India wear. And also it's often put on the third eye of, it goes over the third eye center, and it's often put on statues and on altars, even on pictures of the gods. And it's obviously it's a red color, so this is a color of Subramanya's skin, who possesses great knowledge. So he is also said to be a lord of wisdom, who rides a divine peacock. So all the gods have different modes of transport. And you see that when you see Ganesha, he always has a little mouse somewhere around him. So he's an elephant, and he's well, he's a half elephant. He's an elephant-headed god. He rides on a mouse. And Shiva, he always rides on a bull. Now this is Nandi, and Nandi is Shiva's ride. He looks Nandi is looks quite smart there, but in the scriptures they always say Nandi is a real scruffy, moth-eaten, really kind of obstinate, grumpy old bull. He's not just because that's a long story anyway. Yeah, so who is the leader of the army of the gods, of angels and devas who destroy evil. So Subramanya is he's a leader of the gods of war against evil. And so the standing postures are often dedicated to Subramanya. And Subramanya was kind of like famous for, there's a mountain in India, I can't remember what it's called, but he did his, when he stopped warring, he became a renunciate, and he lived in this mountain, and instead of doing all his meditation and all his tapas in a seated position, he did it all standing up. And so because he was used to being a warrior and being really active, and so he did all his meditation, everything in the standing position. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're chanting today. So as my teacher always says, don't worry about it, embrace the mystery. Inhale deeply for Om. Om. Gajananam kumkumaraktavanam. Gajananam kumkumaraktavanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Goham sadaham sharanam prapadye. Goham sadaham sharanam prapadye. Shadananam kumkumaraktavanam. Shadananam kumkumaraktavanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Goham sataham sharanam prapadye. Goham sataham sharanam prapadye. Once together. Sharanam kumkumaraktavanam. Mahamatim divya mayoravahanam. Rudrasya sunam sorasanyanatam. Goham sadaham sharanam prapadye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, bow your head. Offer your practice today to yourself, to your highest potential, your highest self. Bring yourself into your mind's eye and visualize yourself and dedicate your practice. Namaste. Wrong book. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Hatha Yoga Pradipika is a medieval yoga text written by Yoga Swatmarama. No, not written. It's a compilation of previous texts which were compiled by Swatmarama. And this is a version in which Krishnamacharya gives a commentary. So there's a teacher called A.G. Mohan, who I've studied with. A.G. Mohan and his wife Indra, who are still alive and teaching. And they are, he's moving around, Ramaswamy. One week is over there, next week is over here. So my teacher Ramaswamy is a contemporary of A.G. Mohan, also lives in Chennai. And when A.G. Mohan, he studied with Krishnamacharya for about 18, 20 years, something like that. And he is being taught by Krishnamacharya the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And what happens is there's a commentary that Krishnamacharya makes about the verses as he goes through. Mohan notes down all the comments that he makes and records them. And then here he's presenting the Hatha Yoga Pradipika with the commentary of Krishnamacharya. And Krishnamacharya here is the root guru of this tradition. Now Maha Mudra is described. Pressing the perineum with the left heel, stretch the right leg out and hold it firmly with both hands. So the first thing is, pressing the perineum with the left heel means that the left leg bends first. This is what is written in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and it's in other texts as well, but it's also taught with the right leg first. It doesn't have to be the left leg. I'm going to come to why in a minute. But, and then he says, stretch the right leg out and hold it firmly with both hands. He doesn't say how to hold the foot. So You'll see lots of different handholds used in Maha Mudra. The one that we use is the straight leg hand goes out first and it holds with the first two fingers, and then the thumb is on top of the toe, on the pressure point on the top of the toe, which connects to the nadi, which runs through the foot and up the leg and through the perineum and up through the center of the spine to the third eye. That nadi is the central, connected to the Sushumna nadi, which is the thing which is being stimulated with the heel in the perineum in Maha Mudra. This is the way I was taught it in India. Now, other schools say that you should hold the big toe with the right hand and bring the left hand on top. When you look at pictures of Krishnamacharya, which I did the other day, just my own interest, in Yoga Makaranda, demonstrating the posture, he holds the big toe with the first two fingers of both hands. So there's all these kind of variations on how you can even just hold the foot in Maha Mudra. And a lot of the time you see it done, and like in their old books, and they're just holding the foot with both hands, like it says here, really simply. There's no specific handhold. But I was taught to do it that way because of the effect it has on that nadi that runs through the leg and up through the body. So that's the way I teach it. And I've done it with Ramaswamy. He doesn't always do it with the left leg first. He does it with the right leg first sometimes. And there are many, contrary to what most people and even teachers believe, there are many variations of Maha Mudra. It isn't just done one way. We're doing a variation, the main variation of Maha Mudra, which is recorded in the text. But I've also know you can do Maha Mudra with Bhastrika breathing, which is a full bellows breath. It can also be done with Kapalabhati, and there's also other bandhas that can be done with a Jiva bandha where the tongue is rolled up in the mouth, and it can be done with different gaze points. So I could go on about it for a very long time. I'm not going to do that, but I just want you to know there's lots of variation in this posture. And the reason there's these variations, because in yoga, where you're trying to adjust the practice to the individual's needs, and this is a lot of what Krishnamacharya would be doing in his practice, he would give a different type of Maha Mudra for a different purpose, for a different person, or for a different therapeutic reason. Okay? So it's not black and white. A lot of people will tell you this is the way it has to be done. I find the more I do yoga, that's never the case. Contracting the throat, direct the breath, prana, upwards into the sushumna. Just as a coiled serpent, when struck by a rod, straightens out like a stick, the coiled kundalini becomes straight. Then the other two nadis, Ida and Pingala, become lifeless. Have you got that? So contracting the throat, Jalandhara Bandha, direct the breath, in commas, prana, because you're really working with the prana, upwards into the sushumna. So the sushumna is the central channel in the spine through which prana moves. Prana is chi, your life force, your energy. And the sushumna nadi is the channel in the center of the spine. On either side of the spine are Ida and Pingala. The other two nadis, Ida and Pingala, become lifeless. So the Ida Pingala is the left side, which is left nostril, stimulated by the left nostril, and that is the moon. It's the feminine energy. It's like the Shiva. So, and then on the right side you have the Pingala, which is the heating, the sun, the more male energy, or the Shiva, the Shakti, the yin, the yang, the whatever you want to call it. Those two poles of kind of energy on either side of the spine. But in the middle, when those two sides stop operating, the energy goes into the middle channel, which is called Sushumna. Sushumna means path of grace. But the thing that's interesting here is that Krishnamacharya, he says that, I'll read what he says. This is Krishnamacharya's commentary. The implication of the Kundalini, which is another word for prana, becoming straight when struck. The implication of Kundalini becoming straight when struck is that it is like a snake that is dead. This is Kundalini is destroyed. The prana enters as a Shumna, leaving the Ida and the Pingala, which goes in the center. So usually, most commonly, you'll hear Kundalini described as energy which rises up through the spine. It's like called Kundalini rising. And this is a very common interpretation of Kundalini. And who's to say it's wrong? But that isn't the way Krishnamacharya and many other tantric schools interpret Kundalini. They interpret Kundalini as a blockage. So the snake at the base of the spine, which you see on a lot of manuscripts and old drawings and illustrations of yogis where they're showing the chakras, at the base of the spine, you'll see a coiled serpent. And that serpent is called Kundalini. And what it is, that Krishnamacharya is talking about that being a blockage to the prana moving up through the spine. He's not saying awaken the snake of Kundalini and that Kundalini rises up through the spine. He's saying kill the snake, which means open the doorway that is being blocked by the Kundalini so the prana can rise. It's a very different idea of Kundalini. It's a blockage. And the practice of Maha Mudra is one of the main practices to remove that blockage. So the energy moves into the central channel, which is which essentially means the awakening. When the Sushumna Nadi opens and the energy moves freely into the third eye, that is the awakening of consciousness in the individual. Then breathe out very, 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 very slowly. Actually says very slowly once here, but that's the message. Then breathe out very slowly, not with haste, it says. This is Maha Mudra described by the great adepts. Then this is another commentary here. Krishnamacharya considered Maha Mudra the most important of the mudras. He used to say that Maha Mudra, as well as the Shanmukhi Mudra, which is this one we do with the fingers over the eyes, should be practiced for physical and mental well-being. He would also recommend adaptations of Maha Mudra for different health conditions. This mudra is useful for women to help with reproductive and menstrual issues and actually many other ailments. In Krishnamacharya's view of the 10 mudras described in this text, there are many other mudras described in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Maha Mudra and Vipariti Karini Mudra and Tataka Mudra and the three bandhas, Jalandhara, Uddiyana, and Mula, are sufficient to achieve all the goals of classical yoga. That's a big statement. Yeah. So there's lots of mudras described in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to master, and some of them are really obtuse, difficult, and invasive for the physical body. I'm not going to start telling you what they all are now. I got into that on Tuesday and then regretted it. So yeah, well, that's what you get for coming on Tuesday as well, you see. So, so in Krishnamacharya's view, so he's saying what he's doing is he's being very practical, Krishnamacharya, because he's a householder yogi. He had children, he had a busy teaching yoga practice, and like he's saying, and also he's walked the walk. He's done very advanced practice with serious yoga for a very, very long time, since childhood. He comes from a family of yogis. He knows his stuff. And he's saying you don't need to do all these other involved mudras. If you just do Maha Mudra and you do the Vipariti Karinis, which are inversions, shoulder stand and headstand, and you do them in the right way using bandhas and long exhales, that's all you need. It will give you all the fruits of Hatha Yoga. So I think that's a great message. I think let's just concentrate on that. We don't need to, suck water into the anus for a straw. Um, so, or some of the other ones that are described in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which are even more invasive. Although they can be interesting, I've done it now, haven't I? Although they can be interesting and to understand and to think about and to study, and they do have their therapeutic applications, because essentially it's colonic irrigation, which was invented by yogis, but in a very safe and practical way where you control it yourself. But all these sort of things are here in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and if you're, it's worth reading. It's interesting. But he's saying these are the things we need to really concentrate on. Maha Mudra, which we're practicing. The other one is Tataka Mudra, where the arms are over the head and we're laying on our backs and we do the full exhale and draw the navel in and up. It's like a preparation. That is a training for Maha Mudra. And then the Vipariti Krini means shoulder stand and headstand. And you may not ever be doing headstand, but you'll be able to do some variation of shoulder stand, even if it's just legs up the wall. And in those postures, you do the correct breathing with bandhas, and there are the benefits that you need. Lack of control over the breath on exhalation will lead to a loss of focus and power. This is a point mentioned elsewhere in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Loss of control over the breath on exhalation. So the key breath is the exhalation. And loss of control over that will mean loss of focus, which means mental focus. So in the actual practice itself, that means a combination of pratyahara, overcoming the distraction of the senses, and also dharana, concentration of the mind. You'll lose the ability to do that if you aren't focusing on the length of your exhale, which is the key to the practice. And you'll also lose power. That means that you will lose the ability to be able to do asana with steadiness and ease and with stability. Sthira Sukhamasanam. There's more on that. We'll do a bit more of that next time. Namaste. Come to the mat and stand in Tadasana. One of the simplest other kriyas that some of you may have even done here or with other people is like neti, where you pour water in one nostril and out the other to cleanse the sinuses. That's a commonly used kriya now. That's also a yogic kriya. That's where that all comes from. Okay, standing in Tadasana, chest up, chin down. Ujjayi breathing is gentle, smooth for yourself, not too loud. Arm bones move back, chest slightly lifts. Tailbone tucks gently towards the pubic bone. So there's a bit of lightness in the pelvic floor and a bit of length in the lower abdomen, lower back. Chin slightly down, the gaze is towards the heart. And just begin to feel the breath generated in the center of the chest. And at the end of the exhale, the breath returns to that place. When you inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead and flip your palms. Lift up through the rib cage, lift out of the hips, ground the feet, chin down. Begin the exhale, lower the arms on the breath. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. Flip your palms. Lift up. Exhale, lean over to the right, hips go to the left, equal weight in both feet. And lift the chin, look straight ahead. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left, hips to the right, ground the inside of the feet. Inhale, center. Exhale right. You stay for one full breath with a short inhale and a long exhale, top shoulder back. At the end of the exhale, slight pause, bandhas. When you're ready, inhale, center, chin down, lift. Exhale left, look straight ahead at the horizon. Short inhale, long exhale. Ground the inseam of the feet. You want to feel that stretch come from your feet through your whole body. If you lose the connection of the feet, then you'll lose the stretch. When you're ready, come up, we'll meet in Tadasana. And then inhale, raise the arms just to shoulder level to the side. Spinal twist. As you exhale, twist to the right, ground the inseam of your right foot. Look over at the right hand. And then inhale, come to center. Try to keep a straight line for your arms, and exhale, twist to the left. Extend hand to hand, pause, look at the back hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Good. Stay there, short inhale. Ground the inseam of your right foot. Long exhale. You want to feel the twist from the foot to the base of the skull. Hold the breath out for a second. Then inhale to center. And same thing other side. Try to feel that there's a straight line through your arms. And if you stretch them away from each other, you'll feel it. Gazing gently at the back hand, long exhale, pause. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. And exhale, lower the arms. Bring the hands behind your back and interlock your fingers, or bring your hands into reverse prayer. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. As you inhale, lift the chest, arch back, strong legs. Head can go back. And inhale, exhale, come to center. Inhale, arch back. I'm going to hold for a breath. Exhale there. Inhale, push your heart up. Exhale, come to center. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, Tadasana. Ardha Utkatasana, half squat. Inhale, arms shoulder level, palms down, arms forward. Chin down, look navel. Exhale, squat halfway. Feet together, feet parallel. Inhale up. Keep looking down, look into your navel. It's going to help. Exhale, go down. Draw the navel in and up as you go down. Pause at the end of the movement. Inhale up. Don't go so far down that you struggle, Aoife. Exhale down. Arms are just shoulder level, Natalie. And stay there for 3 breaths. Exhales long. Lift the perineum. It will help you. Draw the lower abdomen in and up. Move the knees forward so the chest lifts up a bit. After your 3 breaths, you can come up. And then exhale, Tadasana. One more variation. You can inhale, bring the arms over your head, or bring your hands into reverse prayer again. And exhale, squat halfway. Inhale, come up. And exhale, go down. And just stay there. Take a couple of breaths. If you're comfortable now, you can keep your heels on the floor, squat all the way down. With the hands behind the back, that's more difficult. And then inhale, slowly come up. Now arch back a little bit if the hands are in prayer, or stretch up. And then exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. Take a breath, look hard. Inhale, widen overhead, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, half first. Exhale, fold halfway, hips back. Make a number 7. If you have any back issues, soften your knees here. Or bring the prayer of your heart. Inhale, come up. Arch back a little bit at the top with your chin down. Exhale, fold halfway. As you push your hips back, your lower abdomen tucks in and up. Kind of pushes your sit bones back. Then inhale up. Arch back a little bit. And exhale all the way. Hands to the floor or hands to the legs. Empty your lungs. And then flip the palms, inhale up. Arch back a bit at the top. Chin down. Exhale all the way down. Take big toes, take legs, or slide the hands under the feet. Inhale, look up. Long spine. Exhale, fold. 3 breaths. Count the Om numbers. Inhale 3, exhale 6, or 4, 8. Little pause at the end of the exhales. Relax your neck. Put your fingers under your toes. Yeah. If you've got your hands under your feet, try to push your feet down, your hands down with your feet. So just help to activate your legs a little more. When you're ready, flip the palms and come up. Arch back a little bit at the top. Exhale, Tadasana. And then Warrior 3. We'll do a different variation today. We do it with the hands down beside the hips. And when you fold forward, try to pull your head. Don't let your hands drop down, but keep your hands slightly higher than your hips and extend through the hands and through the back leg to keep the heart up. So you're trying to get that nice flat line. And the hands beside the body help make it a little bit easier to balance. And so hands just behind the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, keep the spine and the right leg in one straight line. Lean forward. Stand on the left leg. Warrior 3. And push into that back foot for all your worth. You can point the toe or push out through the ball of the foot, your choice. Don't forget to breathe. Good. And then when you're balanced in the posture, hands back beside your hips. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Lift the back leg up more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and hold for 3 breaths. Keep the back leg up. Keep it really, really active. When you finish your 3rd breath on the exhale, bring your hands to the floor, either side of your foot. Inhale and exhale, standing splits. Fold the body towards the leg, relax your neck, look at the standing foot. Push the top leg up. Doesn't matter how high it goes. Keep relaxed and breathe. Don't try too hard either. Make sure you're breathing properly. And then exhale, both feet together. Inhale, fingertips, look up. Exhale, fold. Flip the palms, inhale up. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. Look hard. Inhale. Exhale. Hands beside the hips. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three, other side. Inhale. When you exhale, bend the knee slightly. It doesn't need to be much. Do that 3 times. And on the 3rd time, hold for 3 breaths. Just gaze at the floor a few feet in front of you. Keep your core strong, lower abdomen strong. Try and hold if you can with the knee bent. The arms up and higher than the hips. And then when you're ready, exhale, hands to the floor. Do 3 breaths in standing split. Walk your hands a bit back towards the foot if you can, so you can round the back towards the leg. And if you're really comfortable there, you can hold the ankle with your right hand. And if that's really comfortable, hold the ankle with both hands and just balance on one leg. And then when you're ready, exhale, feet together. Inhale, look up on the fingertips. Exhale, fold deeply, relax. And flip the palms, inhale, come up. Arch back, chin down. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Look hard, inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a breath, look hard. Take another breath. Lead and return sequence. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. Flip your palms. Exhale, palms face forward. Really stretch up. See if you can feel it lift out of your hips. Inhale, arch gently back. Extend through your shoulders. Exhale, hips back. Strong number 7. Flow over the hips, hands to the floor. Bend the knees if you need to. Short inhale. Long exhale, Utkatasana, till you feel the perineum lift. Squat down, heels may rise. Try to keep the connection to the perineum. Short inhale to the back of your heart and hold. Hop or step back, Chaturanga. All the way, no, inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulders down, chin down. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Normal inhale, long exhales. Optional bandhas. So can you bring your hands a bit wider and also make sure they're symmetrical? You've got lines on your mat, which helps. So try to use them. And then bring your chin down towards your chest. So you want space between your shoulder blades. And if your hands are too close together, it compresses your shoulders. Bring your chin towards your chest. Ground the index finger base. Rotate your lower arms in towards each other this way, and your upper arms out this way. So there's a spiraling action in your arms, and then lift out for your sit bones. Try to feel that you're doing your best to lengthen your spine, not your hamstrings. When you're ready, soften the knees. Exhale and hop or step forward. Utkatasana, squat down. Separate the knees, sit down, Dandasana. Both legs straight. Inhale, arms over the head. Flip your palms, look hard, chin down. Exhale, don't move. Inhale onto your back, arms over your head. And then when you exhale, hands beside your hips, take rest. We'll take a little Shavasana today, feet a little bit wider than the hips, arms away from the body, palms up. And let go of Ujaayi, awareness in the heart, chin down a little bit, Jane. Good. Don't let your mind drift off. Watch the breath originate in the heart and watch it return to the heart. So keep connected to your prana all the time, connected to your breath, your prana through your breath. Acharya said, when you breathe in, God approaches you. And when you breathe out, you approach God. The Lord or God in whatever form that manifests for you. Inhale, arms over your, oh no, we're doing suktas. Inhale, right arm over your head, feet together. And the left hand is palm down next to the hip, close to the body, not out to the side. Good. We do on exhales today. As you exhale, raise the right arm and the right leg. At the top of the movement, point the toes, point the fingers towards the ceiling, lift up, pull your lower back down. Inhale down with breath. Exhale, lift. Arm and leg together, Julie. Inhale down. So you have to move your leg slightly faster than your arm because it's longer. It's like, so what's happening is a lot of you are sort of the arms coming down and then the legs coming down, or like the other way around with some of you. So try to think about synchronizing the movement with the breath, and the leg and the arm come up together. So you have to really think about what you're doing. Exhale, raise the leg and the arm just to vertical 90 degrees. Now that's pretty good. Where it went haywire is more an exercise when you lower down. So I just want you to inhale there and exhale there. And then as you inhale, lower both evenly. If you stretch out through both, it gives you more control. And then again on that side, exhale, come up. Keep it even this time. And inhale, go down. That's so much better. Now just switch legs. Exhale up. No, right arm, left leg. Inhale down. You just switch the legs. It's the same arm. Exhale up. Close the eyes, look nabby, navel. Hold there. Inhale. Stretch the ceiling. Exhale there. Inhale, lower. Stretch through your whole body. Exhale, hand beside the hip. Inhale, left arm over. Exhale, left arm, left leg. Inhale down. Stretch. Exhale up. Top of the movement, when there's no air in the lungs, you're looking into the navel, the toes and the fingertips stretch up, and the lower back goes down. And then inhale, come down. I don't know how many that is. We'll change legs. Inhale, change legs, come up. I'm getting the breath wrong there. I'm trying to do it on exhales today. Go down. I want you to raise on exhales because it can be done both ways. Today I want it to be on an exhale. So when your next exhale, come up. Inhale down. Do one more that side. And hold for one breath. And then when you come down, keep the left arm over your head. And exhale, inhale, rather bring the right arm over your head. So both arms are over your head. And then exhale, raise both legs and both arms. Stretch up. Keep the head on the floor. Inhale down. And exhale up. And just hold that letter U shape. Legs straight up, arms straight up. Try to pull your lower back down and stretch everything to the ceiling. And then take your big toes with your first two fingers. You can bend the knees if you need to. Or hold your knees, or hold around the backs of your legs. Straighten the legs as best you can. They don't have to be straight. Or you can just hold your legs, that's fine. And inhale there. Exhale, legs to the side. Inhale, center. Try and keep your sacrum down as much as you can. And exhale wide. I'm going to hold that a few breaths. Look navi, eyes closed, navel. And I want you to exhale there. Stay there. Hold the breath out. Lift perineum and lower abdomen to lift the head and the chest up. Look past your groin towards the horizon. Inhale, lower the head, legs together. Exhale, legs wide, completely empty the lungs. At the end of the movement, hold the breath out. Mula Nudiyana Bandha, lift the head and the chest up. Look horizon, pause. Head down, inhale, legs together. Release the toes. Exhale there. Inhale, legs down, arms down. Arms are over your head. Exhale, hands beside your hips. Feet together, arms close to the body, take rest. Bend both knees, hug the knees to the chest. Apanasana, wrap the arms around the legs, hold the wrists, interlock the fingers or hold the elbows. Keep the head on the floor. Inhale. Long exhale. At the end of the exhale, lift the chin towards the knees, hold the breath out. Inhale, release the head, release the knees a little bit, just a centimeter. And then exhale, squeeze the knees down, lift the nose towards the knees, hold the breath out. Bandha's optional. Inhale, head down, release. Third vinyasa. Exhale, full and deep. Knees down, forehead to knees, and hold the forehead to the knees. Take a breath. And inhale and a long exhale. And then inhale, lower the head to the floor. Cross the ankles, hold the feet, or hold the knees. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. Do that 3 times. The 4th time you come up, come all the way up, put your hands to the floor and hop or step back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, hop or step forward, Utkatasana. Sit down, Dandasana. Inhale, arms over the head, flip your palms. Exhale, fold over the legs. Paschimottanasana. And then one more vinyasa. Inhale up, flip the palms, keep the chin down. Exhale, fold forward. Take hold of the feet or the legs. Bend the knees if you need to get hold of the feet. And then inhale. And exhale long. Round the back, look navi, navel, long exhales. Count the Om numbers. Optional bandhas at the end of each exhale. Let the back round. Eyes closed. Look into the center of the body in line with your navel. And use that gaze point to encourage the deep exhales and the drawing back of the lower abdomen at the end of the breath. If you can't hold your feet, bend your knees so you can hold your feet, ideally the outsides of your feet if the knees are bent. Bend your knees more, Duncan. And then try and get your feet symmetrical. So for that, you might need to bring your feet a bit apart. Not that much, just a little bit. Now try and hold the outside of your feet with your knees bent and bring your feet up so they're vertical, not sticking out. Yeah, that's it. And so you want to try and work on keeping your feet symmetrical like that. So you get an even extension through the legs. Otherwise, it's all just going to be on the outside of the legs. And it doesn't matter how far you go down. That's more important. Relax. Don't pull. Muscles relax. Let the breath do the work. Gaze into the navel on the length of the exhale. When you pause at the end of the exhale, if there's more movement, it will come from that. The inhale comes to here. So you're moving prana up, and the exhale goes to here and lower. Relax. The thing is, get rid of the idea, the harder I try, the better it will be. Do less. Don't try as hard, breathe more. It'll be better. It's all in the breath. The more you pull against muscles to stretch them, the more they're going to contract afterwards. Doesn't even work. You release tension from muscles with long exhales, which should also release tension from your mind. And that will in turn allow your body to relax and open. Flip your palms, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind you 10 inches, fingers forward, legs straight if you can today. Pradipika, inclined plane, knees bent if you need it. Inhale, lift the hips. Head may go back. Exhale, come down. Squeeze your buttocks. Inhale, come up. Feet, then knees, then hips, then abdomen, then chest, then upper chest, then head goes back. Good. Exhale, down. And one more time like that, working from the feet up through the body so you feel the energy flow up. Your head is the last thing to go back, not the first thing to go back. Otherwise, you lose the body. Take a breath there. Push the hips a bit higher on the last inhale. Roll your feet in, Helen. And exhale slowly down. Good. Sit in Dandasana, chest up, chin down. Inhale, bend the left knee to your chest. Exhale, knee out, foot to the inner thigh or heel to the perineum, or optional, sit on the heel. Inhale, float the arms over the head, the right leg straight so the right index finger's on top. Exhale, fold over the straight leg. You can go straight into it because you've just done Paschimottanasana. Take the big toe if you can with the first two fingers of the right hand with the thumb on top, and bring the left hand over the top with the fingers towards the heel, or bring the left hand onto the wrist, or put both hands on the shin and hold the leg or a strap. Now pull on the hands and lift yourself up so you've got a perfectly straight spine and straight arms, Maha Mudra. Lift the chest up through the shoulders like we worked on last week in class. And then keeping the chest lifted, draw the head back and very slightly down towards the chest. And if it will go all the way, bring it all the way down. Then count your Om numbers. Inhale for Om, 3, 4, or 5. Exhale for Om, 6, 8, or 10. Optional. At the end of the movement, a little pause in the breath or bandhas. You work with your breath. Do not strain. The shoulders need to be the same distance from the floor and the same distance from your foot. So you can't twist. You need to sit on a block. Yeah, when you do your 4 bends, use a block. Vishmacharya says that you should make a perfect triangle between your shoulders and your foot. So the shoulders can't be distorted. They have to be symmetrical with the foot. Up, you're up. You're lifting your chest, your spine straight, and then your chin's down. Looking navel. Yes, remember? Lift your chest up more, Helen. When you're done on that side, flip the palms and inhale, come up. And the exhale is one movement, both legs straight, hands beside the hips. Okay, yogis, do the other side. There's quite a lot going on in this posture, so the only way you're really going to work it out is to just keep doing it until you get really comfortable here. Pull up, and to pull your heart up, chest, sternum up. Keep that up, and then bring the head down. Yeah, you want to get rid of that round. Yes. Concentrate, Hida. Lift your chest up, Hida. Chest up. Yes. Now bring your chin down. Good. Now do the breathing. Bring your chin down more. Good. When you're holding the bandhas, the chin can be all the way to the sternum, so it's sealed in Jalandhara Bandha. But when you breathe in, you've got to release the bandhas a little bit. You can't keep the bandhas on all the time. You're not doing bandhas, you're just doing breathing, that's fine. Okay, that's good. I'm getting there. Too rounded here. Lift your chest up. It's like more like that. Now keep the chest up. And now just bring your chin down a little bit, but bring your head back first. Bring your head back towards me. And then, don't just, not your neck, just your head. Bring your head back towards me without bending your neck. So it's like with the chin down. Can I just do this? Do you mind? If I move your chin, relax your chin and neck. That is not happening. Okay, bring your chin down, but try to keep this long. So you want to feel stretch here. Now bring your chin down. Okay, work on that. And then flip your palms, inhale, come up when you're all ready. And on the exhale, everything goes to the floor. So now you know why not many people teach Maha, full Maha Mudra in yoga classes. It's complicated. But the reason I'm persevering and I want you to learn it is for all the reasons that Krishmacharya explained. One of the most important things you can do in a yoga practice. Let's do it. So cross the ankles, hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Just take a couple of breaths there in downward facing dog. When you're ready, hop or step forward and sit down again. Dandasana, go straight into Baddha Konasana Cobra pose, the classic counter pose for Maha Mudra. Sit on blocks again if you need to. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, hold the feet, open the feet up, but sit up. Don't fold forward this stage. And again, practice this. Chest up, head back, and chin folding towards the sternum. Like the ball of the chest rolls up, the ball of the head rolls down. So there is a point at which they're as close as they can be together, but the chest cannot drop. Eyes closed, look center of chest, Hridaya heart. It will help you keep the chest buoyant. Chin down, Mohita. That gaze is in the center of the chest. And then on the next exhale, you can round the back and fold forward. And now the Mama switches to Mula. So your gaze is now in the perineum, the eyes closed. You can slide the hands forward along the floor if you want, or keep hold of the feet. Completely round and relax the back. Long exhales. Okay, and inhale, sit up. Good. Exhale, extend both legs. Inhale, both arms over your head. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, come down to your back and relax. You can relax any way you want, feet together or feet apart. Take about 3 breaths there with awareness in the heart, and then when you're ready, release the hands beside your hips. And then when you're ready, come into shoulder stand. Viparita. Half shoulder stand is good. Legs up the wall is good. Shoulder stand lifting up from the wall is fine. Blocks under the buttocks with the hips raised is also okay. You choose. When you first get up there, the first thing to do is to relax the face, the forehead, the eyes, the upper palate, soft palate, tongue, jaw, throat pit, back throat, eyes closed. Look into the back of your throat so you've got a calm, soft Ujjayi breath. And whenever you feel the tension coming back into your face, you have to go through that process again. But keeping the awareness in the back of the throat with the eyes turned down helps to keep all the tension out of the face. Ujjayi breathing is a starting point with even inhale, exhale. As you get more experience, you lengthen the exhale until there's a natural pause at the end of the exhale, then you apply bandhas. So put these blocks under your hips, will make you more comfortable. So just put your feet on the floor, lift your hips up. Then put your back down on there. Yeah, so you've got that. Now your hips, is that okay, or are they slipping? So just relax. If you want to just come down and relax, do so. Don't push yourself too much. But now your hips are higher than your heart, so that's technically an inversion. So the venous blood now returns to the heart and you get a fresh supply of blood. Good. When you're ready, you can come into plow pose for 3 breaths, keeping the breath the same pattern. Or you can bend the knees and bring the knees to the forehead for 3 breaths. If you're quite comfortable in plow after your 3 breaths, bring your arms up outside your thighs and interlock your fingers over the top of your thighs and push your hands towards the ceiling. Good. And then as you come down, you just thread the needle of your arms with your legs, keeping your hands in that position. Slowly coming down, so you have to take quite a deep forward bend as you unroll, drawing your lower abdomen in. Lots of little breaths, don't get tense. When you come down, you want to use, if you bridge your hands like that, so you get more leverage, it will help you control. And then you can do fish pose, Matsyasana, or you can roll onto your front and counter pose with Makrasana with the forearms on the floor like a little cobra, head going back. That's nice, Julie. Bring the breath right up under the collarbones on the inhale. And the inhale is now longer than the exhale because it's a back bend. I want to feel that the inhale comes right under your collarbone. So that's good, Hida, but this is very crooked. So this shoulder's dropped, this shoulder's up, and that's twisting your head to one side. So make sure your arms are extended under your body the same distance. And the best way to do that is not like that. Come down, bend the knees, lift the hips up, interlock your thumbs, and extend both arms evenly so you feel that both shoulders have gone down. Extend the arms more. Yeah, you've got a tendency, that shoulder's still too high. Yeah, that's more like it. No, come on. Yeah, it's better. Drop your head. Yeah, now you're even. And then when you're ready, come down and relax in Shavasana. You can roll your head side to side, come back to center, tuck your chin down, do a little spinal twist, whatever you want to do. Make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. Your arms away from the body. Turn your palms upwards so your shoulders and your chest relax. Completely relax your face and rest your awareness in the center of your chest. Seat of the soul, seat of prana. Just watch the breath begin and return in that place. In Shavasana, it doesn't really feel eventually like breathing, because the breathing becomes so shallow, so quiet, almost imperceptible. The thing that you are then aware of is the movement of prana in and out of the pranasthana, which is prana is your life force. Sthana is a secret place. It's a secret place which is the source of your being. And that's where you're resting your awareness. And it allows the mind to drop into the heart. And then the mind is free and relaxed. Om. Keeping your breath. Feet together, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms over your head. Stretch through your whole body and then come into a seated position for pranayama. Begin with one round of Kapalabhati. You're not familiar with Kapalabhati, just continue with deep breathing, but do the arm movement. Inhale, arms over the head. Flip your palms and lift up. Chest up, long waist, long lower back. Exhale, Chin slightly down as the arms move back. Look navel, eyes closed. Shallow inhale to begin. Short, sharp, snappy movements. Hex, 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 hex. Exhale completely. Inhale, push your palms to the ceiling. Exhale, arms widen down, chin mudra. Bring your right hand into Vishnu mudra. Ring finger and thumb touching the nasal flesh, skin. Exhale through both nostrils. Ujjayi Anuloma. Inhale, Ujjayi, both nostrils. Retain. Exhale left, no sound. Inhale, Ujjayi, both. Retain. Exhale right, no sound. You can continue in that way, or if you're comfortable, add the mamas, flicking the gaze. Inhale, Ujjayi, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, look perineum, gaze turned down, retain, look heart, exhale left, no sound. Inhale both Ujjayi, nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain, look heart, deep into the chest in the center of the body. Exhale right, no sound. Inhale both Ujjayi, nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain, look heart, exhale left. So you're stretching out that exhale. Inhale Ujjayi, Nasagra, Brahmaja, Lalata, Nabi, Mula, retain, Hridaya, exhale right. Inhale both Nasagra, Brahmaja, Lalata, Nabi, Mula, retain, look Hridaya, exhale left. Keep the chest up so you can look into the cave of your heart. Inhale both. You can flick the arms if you wish. Retain. Exhale right, you're in the heart. Last one, Ujjayi both. Exhale one. You finish, lower the hand. You have a mala, pick up the mala. Otherwise, just keep your both hands on chin mudra, on your knees or your hands in your lap. Release your upper palate, your soft palate, your tongue, your jaw, your cheeks, throat pit, back throat. Drop down into the heart. Awareness there. You can either stay there, awareness in the heart, or if you prefer, inhale the breath up through the Hita Nadi, straight to the third eye. Rest your awareness there. Establish a smooth, even, natural breath. Begin to repeat the mantra Om into the space of your awareness with the inhale and with the exhale, or use your personal mantra. As you inhale, roll a bead. As you exhale, roll a bead. Inhale, roll a bead with the mantra. Exhale, roll a bead with the mantra. You don't have a mala, it doesn't matter, just the rotation of some mantra in your mind with your breath is enough. Just keep doing that until it feels completely natural and easy and relaxed. Let go of any effort and just let the meditation flow through you. You don't have to concentrate. You just have to feel the breath and feel the vibration of the mantra. The effort should be effortless. Try to keep your head up so your spine is naturally in its natural alignment. The chin can be very slightly down, but the head isn't heavy. It should feel weightless. You'll find that when you lose the awareness of the chakra in the third eye, in the center of your skull, or in the center of your heart, that's when your mind will wander. So you don't need to struggle with the thoughts. You just draw your mind back to the place of awareness, and the thoughts will slide away. The thought becomes a mantra again in the awareness of the chakra space. The space of awareness is like a cave that is open in your heart or in the center of your skull, into which you enter. There's a small bright light there. It's glowing in the cave of your heart or your third eye. Gradually, that light expands to fill the whole space until the chakra space is filled with a soft white light, like a full moon. Like you dissolve into that space, your mind, your body, and your awareness, until you become the moon. You become light. You can let go of the mantra. Will it continue to repeat itself now? It has become the vibration of your mind and your body. You don't have to do anything. Let go of the awareness, the mantra. Let the body breathe. And the third eye drops straight to the heart. And begin to feel the breath coming back into the body more. Movement of the rib cage and the lungs. With the Mala cupped in your hands, if you have one, bring your hands into Ujaayi Mudra. Inhale deeply for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Om Guru Sakrus Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself the intention made for your practice. Namaste. I just want to finish with a reading from the Samhita. Oh no, sorry, it's from the Shiva Samhita. Another text on Hatha Yoga. If I can see to read it. Somebody turn the lights on the switch this way, please. It's very small print. Yeah, fantastic, thank you. Of these 10 mudras, O Parvati, so this is Parvati, as I said before, this is Shiva. So the first ever yoga student was Parvati, Shiva's wife. First yoga student was a woman. And he's teaching his wife yoga. Shiva is the Lord, Parvati is the aspirant, each one of us. Of these 10 mudras, O Parvati, I am now describing the Maha Mudra, by the regular practice of which adepts such as Kapila have achieved success. As per directions of the Guru, first draw the left leg and press the heel against the perineum in the region between the anus and the genitals. Now stretch the right foot and hold it with both hands. Thereafter place the chin upon the chest and restraining the 9 apertures of the body, for example, both eyes, both ears, both nostrils, the mouth, the genitals, and the anus. Try to move the prana along the passage of knowledge to Sushumna Nadi, the path of grace. Know this to be Maha Mudra, the most mysterious of all the tantras. Thereafter, repeat this performance with the left leg outstretched and the right foot drawn up and pressed against the perineum. Pranayama, the breath control practice in this manner, brings equanimity to the yogi. The Maha Mudra, when received directly from the Guru, enables even the unfortunate yogi to achieve success. As a result of this Maha Mudra, all the nadis and nerve channels get activated and the sexual urge is brought under control, and all disturbing acids in the body are eliminated. Also, the Kundalini is energized when, together with the vital air, the prana, it enters the passage of knowledge. The other benefits are freedom from diseases, a healthy appetite, fine complexion, and no fear of decay or disease or death. It also produces all things needed and creates happiness in general and a full control over one's sense organs. All these that I have now listed are signs of the yogi who has mastered yoga, which of course is possible only through practice. There is no doubt about that. Oh, adored by all the gods, Parvati, this mudra, by knowing which the yogis cross the ocean of the world phenomena, should be carefully kept a secret. This Maha Mudra that I have just described is the Kamandanu of all yogis. Kamandanu is a celestial cow of Hindu mythology, believed to be capable of granting anything asked of her. It should therefore be zealously protected and not passed on to all and sundry. Shiva Samhita, chapter 4, verses 25 to 36. So I don't consider you all and sundry. I consider you to be the chosen yogis. As it says, practice is needed. There's no doubt about it. Keep practicing. Do your Maha Mudra in your home practice. Start to feel comfortable. Start to work out. There's so much to say about it, whereas feeling it for yourself in your own practice, in the quiet of your own space, finding out how the breath works, finding out how to get the posture, finding out where to put the gaze and how to hold the gaze steady. All these things will come to you if you practice. Namaste. Thank you so much.